Hey, it's Chelsea, and we are here for our last week of garden education. And today we're going to focus some more on pollinating and what pollination really is. So we are going to make a diagram of a flower. So in your packet, you should have some tissue paper. Every packet had different colors. So you had tissue paper, you have a straw, you have some pipe cleaners, and then you should have some construction paper of different colors, quite possibly. So we are going to start by talking about what the different parts of the plant is. So you should have a sheet in your packet that's called Parts of the Plant and Pollination, and it has a description of how to do the activity, and then it also has a picture of what the flower is going to look like, so you can use that as a reference. But there are some parts of the plant that are labeled on that sheet of paper, and let's go through them. So one of them is the sepal, which is going to be demonstrated by a pipe cleaner. And that part of the plant protects the flower bloom or the flower blossom before it even blooms. There is a part called a stamen, which produces the actual pollen, and then there's a pistil, which helps produce the seeds, and then the petal, what everyone knows. I've got a little flower drawn out here, and these are the petals, and that just helps to attract pollinators. So the pollinators are attracted by the beauty and the way the flower looks, so that is there just to attract pollinators to the flower, so it gets pollinated and it can produce seeds, and then it can help other flowers around it grow. So I want you guys to take out all of those supplies that I had just mentioned, and as a reminder, it was a straw, tissue paper, pipe cleaners, construction paper, and then tape from your house, unless you have tape in your bag, and then maybe a Sharpie, a dark pen, a crayon, a color pencil, just so you can draw in some details. Not necessary, but if you want to draw in some details, you can grab a dark, and I just say a dark writing utensil because your tissue paper is going to be pretty light and it'll be hard to see some of the details. So you are going to, with your tissue paper, whatever color that may be, or construction paper, whatever you have, you're going to draw out a shape of a flower with at least 4 petals on it. And then with some construction paper or some tissue paper, then you need to draw out 2 leaves. So I have 2 leaves here, and I'm just going to draw in some quick details. I'm going to draw in the lines like this. These are like the veins of the leaves. And then on your flower, you just want to do a few dots, kind of sporadic, like this, and that just demonstrates the pollen grains. So once a pollinator has come to your flower, it will drop off some bits of pollen, and those are just the pollen grains. So you draw those details in there. So after you've got all of your details drawn, it's time to go ahead and start putting together the flower. So we've got our straw here, and you may have 1 or 2 colors of pipe cleaners. I just have 1 and cut it in half. Make whatever work that you can. So we are going to slightly bend down the straw. Okay, so it's kind of pointed at you if you're looking at it, and you are going to You either are going to do 1 of 2 things. You're going to slightly, with your pipe cleaner, punch a hole, or if you would like to do it with your scissors, that works too. You just need a little bit of a hole to get the pipe cleaners through it. Okay. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaners like so, and I am going to crisscross and slightly bend forward like this, or if you want, you can twist them once and then bend them that way so they're all kind of stuck together. And then I'm just going to compile them all like this so they're in a nice little bundle. And I'm going to stick the pipe cleaners through that little hole we made. And remember, these petals are very delicate, just like a real petal on a flower. So once we get it drawn through, you're going to fold them out just like that. Let's maybe push it in just a little bit farther. There we go. Okay. So what we have here are you can bend them every which way if you want. Maybe you want to make them curly, bend them down. So some of them are the sepals and the stamen and the pistil. That's what all these pieces are. So these are kind of like the pollination part of the plant. And then you're going to stick what's on the back side through the straw, just like that. Boom, flower. And this is a pretty long stem, so if you want, you can take your scissors and you can cut it down. And you could leave it straight, you could bend it like that, whichever way. So now we need to take our leaves and some tape. Maybe you have glue at home, whatever works for you. But you're going to get those leaves put on your straw like so. And you want to offset them just a little bit. Oh, I put mine on backwards. That's okay. We'll make sure this one's on right. Let's put this one, or put that one kind of down below. There we go. There's our flower. So if you want to go a little bit further, if you've got green construction paper or construction paper that maybe you want to color, if you want to cut out a square, then this can represent the grass that's underneath of the flower. But we're going to review it one more time. So we've got bits here that were our pollen. So here we've got sepal, piston, and the stamen right here. So these were the parts of the plant that produce seeds and protect the blossom before it blooms. And the other one was produces the seeds. So we got produces pollen, seeds, and then protects the flower before it blooms. And then we've got our stem here. And if you don't know what the stem does, it helps support it. So see, I don't have to hold the flower up because it's supported by the stem. And then the leaves down here that help with photosynthesis. And they get the food for the plant. So there is your demonstration of a flower. If you've got more supplies at home, feel free to make some more flowers. But there is your parts of the plant diagram of a flower. So I hope you enjoyed that. And maybe put it somewhere in your house so you can remember all the parts of the plant. So I hope you enjoyed the 6-week garden education with me. It's been a lot of fun putting this together for you, and I hope that you've learned a few things and can put some of those things to use in your own garden at home. If you don't have a garden, hopefully you can start one now after getting all this education. So if you want any more information, feel free to contact me at the extension office. You can email me. My email is just my name, Chelsea, CHELSEA @iastate.edu, and I look forward to seeing if you have any questions. I hope you have a great day, a great rest of your summer, and hopefully I will see you again. Thanks.